Got your marker?
No. Yeah.
All right, Hads, first we're going to start by drawing little daisies, little simple flowers. We're going to draw 3 of them. So the first thing we're going to do is draw a circle. So let's draw a little circle, kind of in the middle of our paper, but I drew it off to the left slightly.
Right here?
Yeah, that's a good spot. Perfect. Yes. Now let's draw some petals. So we're going to draw big U shapes that come out of our flower, and we're going to go all the way around the whole flower until we get to the very first petal that we drew. And we want to try to make sure all the petals are the same size. Yeah, you're doing great. It's okay, we're practicing, right? And the most important thing is?
To have fun.
Yes, to have fun. And one last petal. You did it. Now, let's draw little lines inside each petal. Straight lines that come out from the center and go right down the middle of the petal. Now, we're going to repeat those same steps for 2 more daisies. And we're going to draw it right next to this one. So when we draw the petals, so there's the circle, you can draw it right there. We're going to use overlapping. What does that mean?
It means like it goes behind.
Yes, it means that this flower is going to be behind the first flower we drew. So when we draw the petals, watch this. I'm going to start right here, and I'm going to repeat all the same steps that we did over here. We're going to draw big petals that are the same size, but watch, when we get to this petal, look, we're going to run into it, and then we stop. So we don't draw through it. We're going to imagine it going behind the petal, and then keep going. Is that cool?
Yeah.
And there we go. We're going to stop and then come back down. That's fun, huh?
Yeah.
All right, let me see you do it. I really like that you did it on that one petal. Okay, now we're going to draw those center lines right down the middle of each petal. And we may go too fast for some of our friends, right?
Yeah.
What can they do?
Pause the video.
Yes, you can always pause.
Pause the video. You pause. Pause.
Oh. Now we're going to draw one more daisy. I'm going to draw it down here. Now if you draw your daisy further away, then you might not need to overlap the petals. But if you draw the center really close to it, then you may need to do more overlapping. So let's draw your daisy right about there.
Okay.
Now let's draw the petals. So on mine, I'm going to do a lot of overlapping on this one. And then on the bottom petals, they probably won't need any overlapping, right? Because there's nothing.
Or maybe
And then
that one.
this one's going to overlap. Yes. Cool. Let me see you do yours.
Okay.
All right, now that last step, let's add those little lines right down the middle of each petal. All right, we did it. We drew our 3 daisies. Now let's draw a couple tulips. Now the tulips, we're first going to start by drawing a U shape. Now this one I'm going to draw over here so that we don't need any overlapping. So I'm going to draw a U, and I'm drawing it kind of off to the side. So you could draw it right there. Or let's draw it over here. Let's do it right there.
Okay.
And that's the fun part also about this lesson, is you could add these flowers anywhere on your paper. You don't have to put them in the exact same spot we do. Okay, now we're going to draw one line that comes down, curves, and connects to the other side. So you could start there and then connect it. Good. And then on this side, we're going to connect. Yes. And then in the middle, let's draw an upside down V. Yeah, you did it. Now we're going to repeat those same steps, but now we could use overlapping. So watch this one. I'm going to draw it up here. So I'm going to draw a U and go behind the petal, come down here, and come out. And you could draw yours right in the middle. Let's do that. So let's start there. Draw it down to the petal. Yes, imagine it going behind the petal, coming out, and then back up. Now, overlapping really is tricky, but if you want to keep this lesson a lot easier, you can leave the overlapping off. Just space your flowers out so you don't need to overlap. Let's do that connect. So draw from one side down to the other. then let's connect the other petal to the middle, and then an upside down V. All right, I'm gonna add one more over here, and it's gonna overlap this one petal. You could draw yours over here, and you could do it without overlapping if you want to. Oh, you want, I like it. All right, and then let's connect the petal. So let's draw one petal. Good, and then I'm gonna draw the other one, connect it to the middle. And then that upside down V right in the middle of. Yes, you did it. Okay, now we're gonna add a really small flower, and this one's gonna be purple when we color it. So I'm gonna draw a very small center. Okay, and then on this one, I'm just gonna do little bumps that go around the outside.
Okay.
That don't connect to the middle. Good job! You did it! Now we're going to draw 3 more of these flowers, and you can put them anywhere in your bouquet. But we're going to fast forward this part because we're going to repeat the same steps. Okay?
Okay.
What are our flowers missing?
Steps.
Yeah, they're missing stems. Now this part can be a little tricky. Now we're going to draw one line that comes down from this flower. So we start right here, and we can drop down here.
Okay.
Good. Okay, now we can imagine another one coming up from here. So let's draw a line that connects. So we're going to draw the stem for this one. And we're going to imagine it coming down and connecting down here. So you can imagine go through the flower, coming out, and then coming down to the bottom.
Con làm gì đó? Xong
All
chưa?
right, now we're going to do that for each of our flowers. So even the small one. Watch this one. I'm going to draw this one that comes out and connects down. Is that cool?
Yeah.
And we can do it for over here. And we want all of the stems to come down close together. So this one you can draw and it comes down to here. Yes. I like it. And then this one, let's draw and have it come down to there. Good. All right, now this part we're going to fast forward, but we're going to draw the stems for all of the flowers, okay?
Okay.
That looks so pretty, Adley. It also looks like it's just growing out of the ground, too. Okay, now our bouquet is missing a bunch of leaves.
Yeah.
We've got a lot of flowers in here, so let's draw some leaves. Now I'm just going to draw a zigzag line. Some of the zigzags are going to be big. Some of them will be small.